In the depths of an ancient Celtic forest, Scarlet, a beautiful woman with flowing black hair and piercing blue eyes, wandered alone in her pink dress. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she questioned why love seemed to elude her. But fate had other plans, offering to guide her through the enchanted woods. As they ventured deeper, a majestic unicorn emerged, inviting Scarlet onto its back, her pink dress draping elegantly as she mounted. Their magical journey brought them to Merlin, a mysterious crow bearing gifts, but their peace was short-lived. Hooded goblins emerged from the shadows, giving chase until a heroic figure appeared, Orion the Hunter, bow drawn, ready to protect Scarlet. As the goblins retreated, Orion presented her with a rose, their eyes meeting in a moment of enchantment. But not all was safe in these mystical woods, for in the distance, a werewolf watched, waiting. Would Orion's bow be enough to keep Scarlet safe in this magical realm? They continued their journey into the forest towards Orion's cottage. Here they passed a centaur in the forest. Orion pointed his bow and arrow, but the centaur rode off into the forest. The fairy flew alongside Scarlet. The fairy admired Scarlet's human beauty. She wanted to be never could be. They stopped by a lake, and Scarlet got off the unicorn so it could have a drink from the lake. She stood in her pink dress, stroking the unicorn when she heard enchanting singing. Coming across the lake was the banshee. She floated close to Scarlet, singing an enchanting song before she disappeared. The fairy told Scarlet that nature is the superpower, how nature can heal us all if we embrace the magic of nature. The hunter took Scarlet's hand, and they wandered into the forest together a little further down a path. He told her she was beautiful. She smiled and blushed. She thought he was handsome. She got back on the unicorn, and they continued their journey. Scarlet, Unicorn, Fairy, and Orion the Hunter. He began to notice wolf footprints in the mud. Suddenly, they stopped. Stood before them was a man. He had black hair and black clothes. He stared at them. The hunter knew who he was and told him to keep back, but the man remained. He was a little dark in his presence and seemed bad. He wanted to know why Orion had been seen hunting the wolves in the area. Orion told him of the destruction of his livestock on his farm. The blue-eyed man wanted revenge on the hunter, and tension grew. Anger rose, and he turned into a werewolf. Just as he went to attack Orion went to fire his arrow, but Scarlet stood in the way of them both. The werewolf stopped in shock. Scarlet asked for peace. Blood should not spill in this enchanted forest. Orion lowered his arrow. The werewolf stepped back. He also found Scarlet beautiful and unique. She approached the werewolf, and his eyes looked at her, and she cuddled him. The fairy thought she was brave. "Everything is okay. Please return to the forest and enjoy life," she asked. The werewolf was shocked. He looked at her and went back into the forest in surprise. They continued their journey and arrived at Orion's farm. Night fell, and he cooked for Scarlet. He took her for a walk in the moonlight and kissed her softly.